What up, everybody? It's Brandon Jones, and we are down here at the Volt Grooming Products warehouse where they make it. And I am with creator, owner, operator, Jaro.
Jaro.
Jaro. Did I
Yeah.
say it right? Jaro?
Yeah,
you
did.
roll the R's a little bit?
Well, yeah, and it's spelled with J, and you say it with Y, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of
Jaro.
like
Yeah, Jaro. Anyway,
European, yeah.
I wanted to come and do this for a while. I use your product all the time. Anybody who follows me knows that. But the biggest thing, I think there's so much more to your product than just beard balm, beard oil, all that stuff, which is
Yeah.
great. So much more. But I also kind of wanted to start back. I think one of the first times I talked to you, you were telling me the story about how you kind of got into it and how you created the product. And I think that, in my mind, is what separates you from, say, other similar products.
Yeah.
Is how you created it, why, and all that stuff. So like, take me back. I think you were living in California doing movie stuff.
Yeah. Well, there better be a story to it, Brand, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are
Yeah.
you doing? But yeah, no. So I started a different company 20 years ago, special effects makeup company, which I still have, and it's actually in California. And to make story short, it is a makeup company. So the initial product when I started Volt, when I moved to South Dakota, was a beard color, which we still have. But it came from the special effects makeup company because we were making it for actors and stuntmen for their beards. They actually use it even on the hair, their little babies. They don't use any dyes, so it was all about the safety and something that's plant based and
all natural,
hypoallergenic or all natural. So we developed this awesome beard color, which you've used it. It's sweat proof, waterproof. It is temporary. You can wash it off with soap and water, but it had all these like attributes that they wanted. And so when I was actually the story is that when I was actually working on it for the special effects makeup company, I was using it on myself, right? Just to see the different colors. And I was like, man, this is a good product. We should take it out to consumers.
Yeah, people would want to be like,
people would want it because
I've got little grays, and I've got those.
Yeah, and you can use it. You don't have to use it. It's kind of optional. When you dye your beard, you're stuck with it.
Yep.
Unless you just shave it all off, right? And the real dye shows up in like 3-4 days. You see that little growth in here. So this was kind of like more a temporary solution, but that's what triggered this brand. I wasn't really intending on going anywhere else with it. I was gonna launch the beard color and just see what happens.
Yeah, that's wild, and it does work good too. I think the theory of it, the thought, it's like when they invented the iPad, something you didn't realize you needed, kind of thing, and it's really cool. It's because it works that way. For instance, I was telling you this a little bit ago. I went and played a show, and I knew there was going to be photo and video and all, like a lot more than usual in my band. And so I was like, I want to color up. I had some grays sticking out, and I'm like, I got to color these up a little bit just because these photos might last a few years, and I'm like, I want them to stick around. So I colored it up. I use the chestnut or whatever. It fits in good, even though my beard's kind of like a calico. It's like red, dark brown, light brown. It's weird, but so I colored them up, and you couldn't even tell. I go on stage and I'm sweating.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, I know he says fireproof. I hope it's like sweat proof. I mean, because I'm gonna sweat a lot, And honestly, you couldn't even. I forgot I even put it in. The whole night it lasted. The next morning I wake up, it was still there, and it didn't come out till I showered and used your beard wash and scrubbed my beard. That it didn't even then I think a little bit of it stayed in, but.
That was the key to it. I wanted to be sweat proof, waterproof because these actors, they're shooting in the rain, they're shooting in the water. So I actually initially tested it in the water because I used to surf when I lived in California, and I would take it out every morning and just to see what it does, and then tweak out the formula a bit. And what makes it actually last is the shellac in it. We have natural shellac,
Oh wow!
And that's used. That's approved by FDA for use even in food. Now you also use it on painting of wood. Same thing. But that gives it that waterproofness. But you got to be very careful about how much you put in because it can then become too coarse, too hard. Not harsh, like really coarse,
stiff.
Stiff. So it's got to be the right level, and every shade is a different level. It's not like you spit out one formula works for all. But it's been fun creating it.
Yeah. So let's step back into like the movie stuff. Like you were making like blood and special effects stuff. Is that kind of what it is?
We had a trade show 2 weeks ago.
I thought you actually hurt yourself. That's
we had a trade show 2 weeks ago in California called Monster Posa. But yeah, I mean, I started that company also. It was a kind of interesting story. I had a real job after college.
Uh-huh.
And I started doing airbrushing and body painting
Yeah.
over the weekends at festivals and fairs just to make extra money. And I really enjoyed it. It was fun. And I actually made more money doing that
Yeah.
than doing my real job. So I quit that and started doing this full time. And then it all got into manufacturing. I guess I wasn't a very good artist. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
I've reached my cap on
let's
artistic stuff.
yeah, that my artistic level is reached, and so but I think I'm pretty good at business, so let's manufacture these products, and it slowly grew into adding different products.
Yeah, that's really cool. So then you start Volt Grooming Products, and you move to South Dakota. And it's just, was it kind of a slow, like, wait a minute, if I'm making the dye, I can make a beard balm, or like,
Yeah.
what was next?
Yeah, because the beard color was in the beard family. So first I was like, yeah, why don't we just add some more beard products, because these guys have beards, and obviously why not sell beard products? But then you get a request, hey, you also have a beard wash? Okay, well, it's time to make that. Or
Mm-hmm.
do you have a shampoo and body wash? And then I just started making shaving gels and aftershaves and sea salt spray, even mosquito, repellent,
Mm-hmm.
and aloe. But the premise of the brand was that I wanted to make everything, keep on going with that natural plant-based stuff, because I think I really care, especially I have kids. I really care what I put on their skin, because I started learning more and more about it. And then really, truly, you buy a cream for a reason that it gets into your skin. So
Mm-hmm.
if you put aloe on you or a beard color on you, it will get in your body.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever microplastics and whatever they're putting in, these are like carbomers to thickeners and all this, or phenoxyethanol, like a preservatives, all that is getting in your body. So I was very cautious about everything that goes in it. And the other thing is I wanted to make everything refillable, because I come from Europe, where we're big at recycling.
Mm-hmm.
I remember every morning, going with a bag to
Mm-hmm.
to the bins that are on every street, and you recycle. But they truly recycle, and in the U.S. we don't. Like, they make you recycle. They put all these bins everywhere, but most of the stuff ends up in the trash anyway, or it's shipped overseas.
Yeah.
And overseas they don't care. They just dump it in the oceans.
Oof.
So I pretty much figured out, it's nothing new, but like my wife was getting these refills for dishwash soap, and I was like, why don't we make it refillable? Because then we don't even have to depend on the recycling.
Yeah.
So we started making refills, and they're made out of aluminum foil, not plastic. So it's aluminum. We all know aluminum recycles.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much 100% of it almost. And whereas plastic, you can only recycle like 3 times.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. The polymers, they break down the more you recycle it. So after 3 times, you got to throw that plastic away
waste.
anyway.
Wow.
So that's kind of the concept of the brand, plant-based, as much as we can, and the recyclable concept. Refillable concept, as opposed to recyclable.
Yeah. And so like I noticed that I'm still when I started using, I'm still using the very first beard wash, conditioner, and body wash container that I got, and I just refill it. They're in my shower. They're made. It's like aluminum or something. Isn't it? Or,
I mean, we're sitting next to it. It's aluminum. It is coated inside, because you don't want the aluminum. If you put it just in aluminum is there are things about aluminum getting in your body and all this. So they coat it. There's different coatings. We use like BPA-free coating, so it's not something that it's bad. But they're aluminum, and I figured aluminum would just. I mean, I could have made them out of plastic, but I just like the feel of the aluminum, especially for guys, and the fact that if they do happen to throw this away, I know that's gonna get recycled.
Yeah.
So
Yep. And here's the refillable pouches you get too.
Yeah, that's the pouch. Like I was saying, on the bottom you can see it's a foil. So you have these pouches made out of plastic entirely, which most of them are. This is a bit more expensive, but again, if you will throw it away and it's gonna get recycled. So except for the plastic in here, but
can't avoid that. Yeah,
they just.
That's cool. And I think that's to me, I mean, I would like to make. I guess when I started using your product and when I found out it was all natural, I've been kind of going through that kick just in my own life of like, okay, I've lived most of my life not really caring what I put in, what I ate, what I put on me. It was like, what's the cheapest shampoo I can find? What's the cheapest body wash? Who cares? Does it kind of smell good? Who cares? You know? And then it was like, well, I I goes like I noticed it in one, I'm like male pattern baldness, which probably would have happened anyway, but I didn't help it with cheap shampoos and just whatever. And my hair was always kind of, but again, I wasn't helping it. It was just
Yeah.
the cheapest of cheap. What I've noticed over using your product over this last year, my beard has gotten bigger, thicker, fuller, healthier looking. And the only thing I've changed in my life, really outside of like working out more, is using your product, and my hair looks better. Like I've had more compliments. Like, man, I've had a beard for 15 plus years, so I always get it's a topic of conversation wherever I go. But it's like I've gotten more this last year of like, especially in the last probably 3 to 6 months, where I feel like it's really kicked in. It's not like one use. Like I washed my hair one time and was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But it was like over time, I could tell I was getting rid of those maybe toxins or like the, split ends or whatever that was in my hair. I guess I really didn't care about, didn't realize I could change it. And by using your product, I think my hair is healthier. And you're right, like what you put on your beard, especially the balm, you put it on there, it makes a difference. I never have chapped lips. My skin, which usually is dry and itchy, isn't.
Yeah.
Little things
Well,
like
it's
that
like
I've
your
noticed.
beard is like roots, right? It's like
Yeah.
a tree roots. You're the tree. These are the roots in a way. Maybe that's a bad example, but I'm just saying
Kind of.
whatever you put in
Not,
there,
yeah.
it's gonna get in your body. What's
Yeah.
the closest to the beard? Is your face, is your lips. So whatever you put in that beard, it's gonna affect the area around it. If it's gonna be a crappy product, yeah, you're gonna have all kinds of problems and clogged pores, and your
Yeah.
skin is gonna break out. And no, I'm not. It's really good to hear this from you. And that's the goal. It's I don't know what ingredients. Everybody is different. What ingredients work well with you, but obviously whatever we have in these products is getting along. I swear by these products. I love it because, like I told you, I know exactly what goes in because I make it in here. So I buy the ingredients. I don't use a third party. When you start manufacturing with third parties, you lose the control of the quality and what goes in because they make products for 20 guys like you. But when you got to do it yourself, you really get very picky about it, and then it's almost like a fun
and you're
game.
responsible for it.
And you're
like
responsible,
it's your
and then it gives you pleasure when you actually make something, and you're like, hey, there's a guy, and he really likes it, and his beard is feeling better. Then you're like, yes, okay, well, it's working.
Yeah,
So,
that's the cool part. And I think to me personally too, I mean, for me, it's you're local. You live here in the Black Hills, but you sell it worldwide. But it's like, to me, that means something too. It's like, hey, somebody is making a very high end, really good product locally, and I notice a difference when I use it.
yeah.
I think I'll just keep using that. Like I think I'm just gonna get. And so like all things check on the box for me. And what's cool is like some people might say, yeah, that stuff's kind of expensive. It is, but if you were to get something similar to what you offer, even just shampoo and conditioner, not talking just the beard balm and all that, just that stuff, if you were to match it for quality as far as all natural and the ingredients and everything, you're probably spending twice as much to match it. And so, I mean, that's the one way I've always looked at it too is there's a lot of beard balms that say they're all natural and everything out there, but I don't like the way they feel. I tried one, I can't remember the name of it, so I couldn't throw them under the bus if I wanted to. But the product was like, it got real oily, and then when I put it in my beard, and if say I was sweating or I got hot, it felt like it got oilier, like the product broke down again or something. I suppose everything's got its melting point temperature.
Totally, absolutely.
And I felt like theirs was like 95 degrees. And so then when I'm 98 degrees, 99, it like, and it just,
but
I felt
it is a tough one with these natural products because they do have the melting point. That's why a lot of beer balm manufacturers use petroleum-based products, which have a much higher melting point. But yeah, I mean, if you're using like a shea butter and beeswax, shea butter is really a low melting point. That might be what's happening. And that's not to say it's a bad product, but you just reach that thing. So again, you gotta have the right mix. The beeswax is a little bit higher. I think it's like 140, 150 when we melt it out here. So like you would really have to be in
be super hot.
Yeah, I don't know
I'd
where.
have a problem
on
with singeing hairs. Yeah.
But so you gotta find that right balance. So you kind of when it mixes blends that the butters with the wax that you are maybe at that 110, 120. So Yeah.
Another thing I will salute you on that I like about your product is just in my daily life, and I don't know if everybody does this, but maybe it'll hit home for some of you, is wake up, I shower, get ready. I started using the mustache wax too, the wax,
Yeah. Yeah.
because my I wanted to kind of grow out my mustache, but my problem is when it gets longer, it just goes in my mouth, and and that don't work.
Yeah.
You
And
go to eat
Chris the
anything,
other way, right?
yeah, and so but with the wax, it holds all day. So I put all the product, the beard balm, I use the beard oil and the wax, and then I go on with my day, and I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna. If it's too much maintenance, I won't do it. You know what I mean? If I'm like at work, like a girl having to freshen up in the
Totally
bathroom,
with you on
not
that
gonna
one.
do
Yeah.
it.
So
And so I'll go to work, talk on a microphone all day. Then I'll go to the gym, sweat, where I'm like, oh, I gotta change clothes. I don't shower at the gym, and and I've just hosed off my body. Then go back to work, and that's what I've done today. And this is the afternoon when we're filming. I've already been to the gym, and my beard and my mustache and everything holds throughout the day. And even today, it's been super high wind, so it's like we're
yeah,
ripping my beard
yeah,
everywhere, and it still holds. And to me, that matters because like I might have a show later, I might have something I need to do later. I still need to look presentable after the gym. I don't want to not go to the gym because it's like, oh, but I have to look good, or I have to
yeah.
go, or I need to go into the bathroom and freshen up or something. And if it's like that, I just, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I will hats off to your product for that too, because a lot of other products that I've used in the past will last about the first 3 or 4 hours of the day,
Yeah.
and then it's almost like I need to start over.
Well, to that point, like I pride ourselves as an outdoorsy brand. Like
Yeah.
I love the outdoors. One of the reasons why I love the Rapid City, the Black
Hmm.
Hills. It's absolutely gorgeous, and so I spend a lot of times outdoors, and I think a lot of our customers do the same thing. So I design the products that, I mean, that's why we're called life-proof grooming, both
Oh,
life-proof.
yeah. Yeah.
It's life-proof, so you don't have to worry about this thing sweating off or coming off.
Hmm.
You can put it on and go on with your life.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, you make a plethora of products. I know I've had a lot of guys when I'm talking to them about it, they'll go, "No, maybe if I grow my beard out." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. There's more than just the beard
yeah,
stuff." I
yeah.
know that's why we started talking was my beard, but like you've listed it off before, but you mean, like you said, mosquito repellent,
Well, we got
insect
it right
repellent.
here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's just like the mosquito repellent. That was almost like, again, because of my kids, and all of the same thing. We would go out in the hills and we would go in the lakes and surf and all this, and we would get burned. And guess what? So you grab, somebody else's aloe that you buy in the store. You look at the ingredients, you're like, nope, nope, okay, nope. So I'm like, well, these are my kids now. This
yep,
is a whole different game. So why don't I come up with aloe? And then same thing with the mosquitoes. So these the defender. So I kind of developed these products again for the outdoorsy life.
mm-hmm,
But again, because I was already making stuff, I was like, I might as well make it a little bit more complete, and tell the parents, hey, this is 100% natural. Like you don't have to worry about it.
yeah,
I'm putting on my kids. I would not put on my kids something that I would know it's bad.
yeah.
So
Well, that's huge, and I agree. I mean, I've got two older kids, and now I've got a 2-year-old, and I think my mindset has shifted a little bit. For my older two, we cared about what we put on them,
totally, man.
but like with my younger one, I don't know why. Maybe I'm more educated. I think, and that's what it is. As a society, I think we've educated more. Or the awareness is out there of chemicals
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
things that you're putting on your body, and so I've become, and it's not like I'm like, oh, I won't use that sunscreen because of
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, I guess I would. I'd rather put something on my kid
right.
than to get sunburned.
Absolutely.
But at the same token, I would rather choose stuff that's all natural than not.
Yeah, I think there's, like you said, there's more education. There's a trend right now that a lot of more people are. I mean, look at all these natural grocers that are popping up. We have one
Mm-hmm.
here in the
Yep.
city,
Yep.
apart from Bread Roots, right? And Staple and Spice in the market. That's what it's
Yep.
for. And
Yep.
it's not a big city. So it's kind of a craze right now going on. So people are getting more educated. But I think, as you get older, you get smarter, but also the kids. When you start, like, when you actually are putting stuff on a baby or a kid,
Yeah.
you're way more cautious because, like, hey, I'm an old fart. I can get away with that. But hey,
Yeah.
this is my
This
baby
is your
right here,
baby.
man.
Yeah, you want the
That's
best for them. You do.
exactly. So
You're like, you don't want them to have a problem later, cancer or anything, and it'd be because of the
yeah,
sunscreen
I'm not
or the
saying you're
bug
gonna put a
spray or
beard
the
wash on
whatever.
them right now, but I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
how I was like in my mind. Let's say when I was doing the aloe and the defender, like
Yeah.
that's what I
So
was
brought 'em
thinking.
in.
So
I think it's cool too because we had talked months ago and you were kind of showing me some stuff that you were trying, like you trial and error this stuff, like you personally truly make this stuff from day one. You
I
create,
wear this stuff, man,
wear it,
and
and
I
you
get
make.
really crazy, and my wife really gets on me because she's like, "No, it's good, just quit it," because it's like never
Yeah.
enough. And I would just go like, "Okay, done,"
Maybe try it.
I'm done.
Well,
And
as
a
soon
month
as you
later, I'm
don't,
back.
yeah.
A month later, I'm like, "Oh, I find something that I don't like," and she's always
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh," because
Well, it's the truth, because
it's
as soon as you go to sell that product and put your name behind it, somebody's going to go, yeah, but I'm a this, and it
exactly
don't work, and you're like,
that's the real
didn't
test.
think about that.
Yeah, that's the real test when people give you that feedback about
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah, and I think it's cool that you're willing to change or make it
but it's
it
not just
better.
willing; it's easier for me. Again,
Yeah.
if you work with third party, it's
Yeah.
just massive amounts of money because now you're like, hey guys, I need to change this. Okay, fee, and so
Yeah.
you're like, okay, forget about it.
Yeah.
But if you do it yourself in a small scale, you can change it like this.
The other thing I think is wild is ordering your product online too. How quick it happens. I think the last time I ordered, I needed more beard wash, some wax, and something else. I ordered a T-shirt, and I was like on a Wednesday, and it was right before a holiday weekend too. It was right before Memorial Day weekend. I was like, well, I'll see this next week. That's when I was like, it's a holiday weekend. I don't need it. It was at my house on a Friday, like 2 days
But
later.
you didn't wrap it.
I'm local.
But we do process the same day. So
Yeah.
like we're not huge. But Jennifer here that works with me, she basically we try to we receive the order overnight or the same morning. So if we get the order by noon, it still goes out the same day,
Yeah.
unless we're totally swamped.
It was quick.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I mean, I didn't need it that fast, but it worked. And so I can only assume, obviously, it's the same town, so that helps. But it's like, even if you're, in Chicago and you order it, I mean, I'm sure it's
3, 4, 5 days.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not
But
bad.
it goes. We try to really get it out the same day. I think it's kind of these days, especially with Amazon, that's like killing everybody with this fast shipping. You as a small brand, if you ship direct, you have to kind of be like, I can't sit on this in 3 days, man. It's got to go up.
It's got to go.
So
And it's a really good product. Do you have any new products or anything like that you're working on?
well, yeah, always, man. I mean, the list is huge, and that's exciting about when you own a brand. But like, if I would go by priority, I told you I think last time, I'm really like seriously considering to do a new beard butter and a balm, and it would be out of bison tallow, because that, when you talk about the really top quality, I mean, that's what it is. And we live in South Dakota. There are plenty of bisons and farms. So I have a couple meetings set up, and just want to give it a try. And I my wife's been using that for a while. She buys it from a little store in here. I don't recall which one it is, but anyway, that guy has a farm, and like it does miracles. Like she always has these dry skin around her nails. She puts it on, and it's just like it really is good for you for everything. It's if you ask people that really buy tallow, either beef tallow or bison is the top. They'll tell you that it works in so many different things.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. That's pretty cool.
Very, very. And then we have a lot more. I mean, I have a lot more products. I mean, everybody's asking for deodorant and lip balms and all this, and I'm like,
I was just gonna say that the only thing I have on my body that isn't made by Volt is deodorant. But
but it's a whole different game. It requires a lot of heating and processing, and you do have to really use some chemicals in there. It's not a way around it too much. So I kind of I don't know.
It's a little.
I don't want to stretch myself, because you kind of don't want to lose your focus. I already losing my focus, so like I feel like I maybe jumped the wagon and went too far. But again, because we're small, we can do that. I'm not sitting on thousands of units in here, but kind of my focus is right now really just do it right with what I have and grow that online community, and hopefully get a little bit more business in Rapid City, because it's crazy how many people don't know about us.
Yeah, that's what I think blows my mind too. When I'll mention it, I'll be like, Bolt Grooming, you've seen it, Rush Hockey, you've seen it, all the things, and they'll be like, and I'm like,
I mean, I try, I try to advertise. I go to the hockey games, give out samples. I've done events in here like car shows and gun shows and all this, but I guess just gotta then you get busy and all this. Gotta keep repeating, showing up your face. It's work,
Well, hopefully, if you're watching this, then you can go. What is the website? Isn't it just
boltgrooming.com? And you guys can pick it up here. We have pickups in here going on all the time. Just from the back door there's a ring that you can just ring, or we do free shipping, and usually I think it's like over $35, whatever. And we have coupons for locals, like 25% off. So I really want the local community to get to know us a little bit and use these awesome products. I mean,
I highly recommend it. I've been trying to tell everybody about it. I truly do. It takes a lot for me to endorse a product or to want to do it. It's like I could care less if I was making money or somebody's like, hey man, we'll give you thousands of dollars if you just endorse our product. Well, it's like, well, if it's crap, I don't want it.
I know.
You know what I mean? Because then that's my name on it. And
it's your beard, man. Look at that beard.
It's my beard right? And so it does matter to me. And I mean, I'm not getting paid, to do this. I just truly believe in the product.
I appreciate it.
It's a great product. And like I said before, it checks all the boxes for me. It's made locally. You're a cool dude. I like the story of where you came from, out of college, and you started making all that movie stuff and everything to well, I'm gonna make a beard dye. Like how it just kind of happenstance. It wasn't something.
That's life, right?
Yeah,
how you
how it worked.
Never know where it goes.
I think it's super cool, and I think it means a lot too, being able to come here and watch you say, look, this is where I created. This is where I invented it. I invented this product right here. This is where I make it. It's it's right here. It means a lot to me. And so that's why I really truly enjoy the product, and it works. At the end of the day, all the cool things of it being local and the cool story, and if it was crappy product, it'd be like, that's cute, it's a cool story. But it really does work. Like I do notice the difference in my hair, which I don't have a ton of hair, and but my beard mostly. Like it really does. That mustache wax was a good move. What made you want to do that?
Just an add-on again.
Yeah, just
people
somebody
asking,
says you should make it.
People asking for it. And I actually grew my beard. Never showed you. I had a beard, not this size, but pretty big beard and a massive mustache. And I did a video on it. And it's like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and, it is cool. And I've been getting some crap. There's some people that are like, well, you gonna curl it up? I'm like, I don't know if I want the like straight super curl. But I do like a little bit of that wax in my mustache,
just to keep it off.
Just holds it, and it holds it where it's not in my mouth, and I can function.
It's not like a super strong one that you could go into competitions, but because I feel like those are uncomfortable. They're really for the look, when just like you have this like almost like you can really hang on it, right? But it does have a rosin in it, and rosin's got pretty high melting point. And the beeswax and some oils, and that's what keeps it, like this. I could increase that if I, typically like guys that really do this for a living that have, mustache waxes, they would have like 4 different grades. So I went kind of the middle way.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's great. And I think I like all your odors too. I mean, you've got good scents. I guess we've never even talked about that. Like the different, the aftershave is good. The different scents in the beard balms.
Yeah, I guess you can see them in here. They're all marked. The balms have like 8 scents and 1 scent free, because there are a lot of guys that are either allergic to scents or they already have a product, so they don't want to be mixing like 3 different ones. But I kind of went like half of the scents are 100% natural, just essential oils, and half of the scents are just fragrances without bad chemicals in it, like phthalate and stuff like that. But I tried to go again more like an outdoorsy type of a smell.
Yeah.
And we have the buffalo chip one, which is
I like that.
Created during the rally, and we're allowed
it's actually a really good scent. It really is. My favorite is probably buffalo chip and Outback.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would like fresh tobacco, but I've tried it, and at first I'm like, the tobacco smell. But once you put it on and put
it grows
on
you a little bit.
It actually isn't. It's actually a better smell, I think, than it is like at first. You're like, no, but once it kind of that fades out of it, it sets in perfect. It's actually not that bad.
I like Outback too, but Outback is more like a sandalwoodish. That was a very original, very first fragrance. The rest of it were created afterwards.
And I like that sandalwood, that kind of smell. I do like that. The Two Peaks is good. Everest is good. I just like I like the scent of that leather.
Yeah, Two Peaks is like, if you don't like tea tree, you're not gonna like it. But there are people that absolutely love tea tree smell, so it's kind of a hit and miss, Drift, I like Drift. It's a citrus and sea salt. It's like one of those that's very neutral, that you'll like it or your wife will like it. Your kid will like it. It doesn't
not overpowering.
Yeah, it doesn't like suggest anything. It's not too spicy, none of that. It's kind of a very neutral.
What's Everest got in it?
Everest is very much like a
Mint.
mint pine. It smells like you're in the woods. It's a very strong pine with mint smell. So again, hit and miss. Some people just can't stand
Love it.
that. Some guys are, yes, that's it. That's what I like. So
the other thing I forgot to mention too, I'm going to say it this way. I jokingly ordered the brush because I had a brush. I'm like, I don't really need this, but I'll try it out, because it's your product. So I mean, I'll give it a shot, and that way I can tell people about it, and it actually works really good. I really like it.
Well, it combines like a nylon with real boar, so it's got like the two words in it. It's got like that spreading boar bristles, and the nylon is more like detangling. So you're spreading and detangling at the same time. You probably would need a little bigger bristles on it, but I think
it works really good. And I think this sounds really weird, but it gives the right fluff to the beard. I don't know how else to describe it, but like some brushes are too much and it almost looks like you straightened it, and I don't like that. And some brushes aren't enough, it almost clumps them together. Like the bristles are too far apart. And this one does a really good job of like the right amount of like detangling and brushing, and you get the most out of every hair in your beard, and it's the right kind of fluff where it still looks natural and full, and it's not like straightened or something. I don't know, that's the way I look at it. That's how I like it.
Good description.
And it does well on the mustache, where like I said, I've got a brush. I just stole it from the wife. I mean, it's just like whatever one you got at Walgreens, and the bristles are too far apart, and so I didn't like that one. Then I had a brush, like I said, that they were closer together. I think it's more for detangling like actual hair. And I liked it. I used it, but it's it's made for a head, so it's like this big, and I'm brushing my mustache and my beard. So
well, a lot of the brushes, they have the bristles in the same row. This one is the spiral one, so it really grafts everywhere.
It does.
So
the first time I used it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and that's why it's good for the curling too. Like when you curl your mustache, that's when I had that. When I was doing that video, I was using that brush, and it just curled it pretty well. But
it did help a lot.
Again, I should eventually have like 3 or 4 different kinds of brushes. I do have the other one that's just the small portable one, but it's just like I said, I got to slow down and just
concentrate on what you
concentrate on.
Well, it's good products. Go to voltgrooming.com.
Grooming.com.
And like you said, you could, if you live here in the Black Hills, swing by. You could pick it up. You could order it online. It's pretty quick. Amazon.
Local 25 would be your discount if you want to get it on voltgrooming.com. You get 25% discount without any sort of a minimum, and I think it even adds the free shipping to it. So that's only available for guys locally. 605.
And the 605ers. And there's stores throughout town you could pick it up too. I know I was at Haggerty's because I'm a musician.
Marcus says it, on Haggerty's, Staple and Spice, Bread Roots, The Market, and B Sharp. B Sharp does really well with this. So few barbershops. Black Sheep Barber Shop, that she does really well with that Amy over there. So there's just
good places.
I gotta get into more. I gotta hit the road. I haven't done it in a while, so.
Good product. So get yourself some. Use that code. You could use promo code BrandoM20 too, and
that's right.
And then add that on forever in your life. But honestly, use it. I truly swear by this product. It's really good. He's done a really good job with this stuff.
Or come by and sample it out. We've got samples in here. If you guys want to just sample it out, and
that's how I got hooked. That's how I got hooked. I came by and said, I'll sample it. And was like, okay, let me see. What I will say though is the sample pack's great. You'll be like, okay, I get it. After using it for a longer, get a full. This is my personal opinion. I don't work here. Get a full thing of whether it be shampoo, conditioner, or a beard balm, or the beard wash, and try that container out. And that's when you're going to notice the difference. Because like the one-time use or the twice.
I see what you're saying.
And after a while, that's when I really noticed the difference in the change of health in my hair.
Yeah, you can expect miracles like the first time you use it. It's like with anything, you gotta,
That's how I noticed it. After using it, I got the full bottles, and I was like, I like the scent, so I'll use it. I didn't know I wasn't really using anything in particular, and I'd never really been a body wash guy. I've been more of a bar of soap. Like, all right, I'll do this body wash stuff, and I truly like it. I really do notice the difference of it. I'm not making that up. So not just because you're standing here. So. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
thank you.
Man.
Let's go, Rapid City.
Let's go.